right. Well, how do you guys get paid? Why should I keep my investments with you? Is that the only reason that you want me to stay in the market?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll go first, Kevin, give it a shot and see what
Sure.
happens here. But, um, our most of the time we get paid off of what we manage. So when it goes down, our pay goes down. And when it goes up, our pay goes up. But in times like these, Kevin, I know how you feel because we work together all the time. I'm not thinking about my pay. I know we're going to take pay cuts. I'm going to take a pay cut. In fact, all of our airline people will be taking pay cuts. We'll take a pay cut in our business. But that's kind of not what we're thinking about. We're thinking about the right thing to do for investments and people's goals and retirement. That thought of how I get paid, just for whatever it's worth, doesn't really cross my mind right now. But it's important to know that for everybody to know how we do get paid. But we want people to stay in the markets because it's the right thing to do. And to me, it reminds me of, in the military, we talked about all your training. You train this, you study this is how you do it. And then when you went out and actually, let's say you fought a dissimilar aircraft, like we get to fight occasionally F-15s or 18s. You wanted to do something different because you're like, I got to win this. I got to do something different. But they're like, no, do exactly what we've always been talking about doing and you'll be fine. You'll win. But there was some desire, like we called it stupid pet tricks, and you would always lose. But that's what it reminds me of.
Well, I think the reason why people do want to know, and many don't ask, but we've had a few people ask, the ones I guess that are more brave, is that what they really want to know is are we incentivized to keep people in the market? Is that part of the reason why we're recommending that people stay the course? And the answer is, as Charlie said, if market values go down, if this is a crash that's going to continue, and we tell people to stay the course, we are by very nature, because we are on the same side of the table as clients, we are going to get paid less. And so that's not the reason why we recommend that people stay the course. We recommend it because we think it's the right thing to do. Although we're all going to suffer, our assets will go down, we will get paid less. But again, we believe it's the best thing for you, the client, to stay the course. It's just based on academic evidence, and it's based on every other market crash. And although this time feels different, it's the virus that has caused the crash, but now we're in the midst of panic, and it seems like markets will keep going down. But the best advice that all the experts have said is to stay the course. And that's what Charlie and I have been trained to do in this case, is to recommend this. Now, the only way that we can be wrong is if this time turns out to be different, but we think it's the right thing to do.
Lisa, earlier you said something that I thought resonated very well. Taking action. What were you saying about that?
I was saying that sometimes doing nothing is taking action. Mm-hmm. That we're desperate. I feel desperate to do something. You want to have some sense of control over the situation. And it occurred to me that by staying put is taking action. It's making a commitment to stick to my plan and to stick it out.
Not to be too silly about it, but in all honesty, that's why people are buying toilet paper. I mean, there's been articles written about it, but people have a sense of control when they're able to do something like that. You're right. You kind of feel helpless, but like Kevin and I've talked about, we know markets are going to go down, and that's why you own assets that, are not correlated to the stock market, like bonds.
Excellent. Thanks, guys.